well knock the person out that I don't like.
Yeah.
You know, like I think you're crazy to think that people wouldn't watch a Jake Paul MMA fight against Kumar.
I mean, yeah, that's insane. But I think people are tuning in. They want to see Jake lose.
That's all I'm saying. As long as they want to see somebody win or lose, not skill displayed.
Right.
That's for the people who love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Jussie Smollett.
Oh, yeah, he's guilty, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think the big story here is Black Lives Matter LA or Black Lives Matter posting that they still can't side with the Chicago Police Department.
Yeah, they still support Jussie, and he's been a vocal advocate, and he's been out front, and then we can never side with the Chicago PD. We can never side with any police department, especially not Chicago. And then they bring up a lot of fucked up history, but that got nothing to do with this. The recent history is this motherfucker made up a hate crime. And I think they miscalculated because the public perception is, I'm done with Black Lives Matter.
Bro,
seems that's what I'm seeing.
You saw Carlos's tweet?
Carlos's tweet, yeah.
When Carlos Miller is tweeting that kind of shit, you know you fucked up Brandon-wise.
If you are black and Carlos Miller is outwardly saying I don't fuck with you, you're fucked.
What'd he say? He's like, they stole all that money and did nothing for us.
Yeah. I'm going to remember that or something or remember that, something like that.
Yeah, remember that. Black Lives Matter stole all that money and nothing's changed.
Yeah. Whew. And I even saw an opinion piece in, I think it was Newsweek, written from, maybe he's a professor emeritus or something at Brooklyn College. We know Newsweek to be fairly liberal, probably. Yeah. Definitely professors I know to be fairly liberal. And he was like, Black Lives Matter really missed the mark with this. Not just defending Jussie Smollett, but like, I forget the other thing they said. Oh, he's like, this guy's guilty of a crime. And the fact that you can defend that is crazy. And to see a white professor in Brooklyn publicly say that.
Yeah. You just discredit your whole platform and you make it so emotional. So now it looks like all of your facts or arguments are based on that emotion and you can't be taken because people do things that are wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like you just have to be willing to admit that. Like if there's somebody from your community that you want to support does something wrong, you have to be able to hold them accountable so that people can trust that your decision making, if you're going to be a leader, that your decision making is on point.
Yeah.
Like to come out and say, listen, this is really fucked up what you did, and you discredit the plight of black people in America by doing things like this because there are so many instances of racism that happen. Yep. And now those can potentially be discredited by you faking this thing.
And you can use the same examples you use like Fred Hampton to say, these are people who actually you discredit them as well.
Yeah.
Because now people who do get mistreated by the police department, you're going to look at them a little bit more skeptically. We don't support what he did. That's all you got to do.
That's it.
It sounds like they're just riding for their boy, though.
Fuck that, bruh.
But that's like the Chris Cuomo thing we were talking about last week.
You're not family. You're not family. And Chris Cuomo is a news guy who's helping his friend, and he's shading the lines of what ethical journalism is. You are an advocacy group. Your entire purpose is to change and help. Chris Cuomo is an entertainer. Black Lives Matter is outwardly the most morally righteous. We are trying to help our people at all costs. And then all the little whispers that we would kind of be like, it's weird a little bit that they say like, I want to justify, or I want to abolish the nuclear family and this and that. All of that you can point to now and justifiably be like, these people are out of their minds.
Yeah. You're
can't
giving
even
ammunition to your opposition.
Yes.
But it seems like they're just not trying to, they don't really care about consistency. They're just like, we're siding with whatever the black cause is.
And that's why you lose credibility.
Go with,
but they could have chose to not say anything.
That's the other thing. Sure. You could just be silent.
You could not say anything. You could say we are on the side of justice, and there is constantly injustice done to our people. However, in this case, justice is not with him. That's the really like, that's if they did that, I'd be like, that's dope. Good for them.
Yeah.
But now I don't trust it. Fuck, bro, Carlos Miller, not a guy that's going to tweet this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't say it to me on a private text. He tweeted that shit.
Yeah.
I guess I've never really seen them. I've just always seen them on the side of like black empowerment. And like, I've never really seen them on like the side of
even
justice.
Empowerment should not blindly support everything, no matter how wrong it is.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But to me, it's not like super unexpected.
That's like pitying. That's like coddling. Yeah. That's not empowering at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about this before. Like, I think the most effective thing, if BLM wanted to get white people on board, is show all the police brutality that
against
police
white
have
people
done against white people.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, we're all in this together against fucked up policing and systemic racism. Like, let's all get together.
Yep.
But they don't do that.
Well, because then that would be an all lives matter argument.
Right.
And they'd have to admit that all lives matter. and their thing is a sole focus on black people and the black plight in America. But that
But
would be
I still
very
think
effective
it
at
would
getting
be-
them
yeah.
to their goal.
Yeah.
But clearly, there's not a lot of like logic or reasoning at the head of this movement, or at least the one in. Is it specifically Los Angeles, or is it
According to
across the board?
TMZ, I'm reading here, it says BLM and BLM LA released a statement before the verdict in support of the Empire actor.
Yeah, this is a shame.
So, but it seems to me like they're just calculating. They're like, yeah, we just are going to fuck with black people no matter what. No matter what the truth is, no matter what, doesn't matter. Whatever black people are doing, we fuck with that.
Yeah, you just discredit the whole brand. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, I'm not for that. It's like even people from my community, if you're doing wrong, you call it out
Yeah.
because that's how you improve your community.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it makes
stay
sense.
silent.
Yeah.
And I would probably stay silent for family. And I think for friends, I'd be like, nah, bro, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Especially if I am an advocacy group. If you're asking me if one of y'all fucks up, I'm gonna be like, I'm riding with my boy. But I am never an advocate.
Yeah.
I'm the last advocate.
How do you listen to and take the advice of a group that is admitting to you they're willing to just lie or overlook the truth
Yeah.
to support the people that have supported them? Like, how do you actually have like a serious conversation with a politician? Like, you're walking into a room and they're just looking at you and they're like, yeah. I mean, I don't think Cosby did it. Right? You're just like, wait, what?
It just feels like bad faith.
And I'll tell you
yeah,
what.
can I take anything else serious that you say out of your
And
mouth?
by doing this, by supporting Jesse Smollett, Black Lives Matter, the organization,
QAnon. They're QAnon.
they have done the biggest
They went
disservice.
QAnon.
They did, and they have done the biggest disservice to Black Lives Matter, the movement. Because now, whenever somebody tweets hashtag Black Lives Matter, you're not going to associate it with the fact that black people are being killed by cops disproportionately. This is fucked up.
Right.
Systemic racism, all that. You have the exit ramp up. Oh, you know what? That's an organization that won't even fucking call out their own. I don't give a fuck about that. You look ridiculous having a Black Lives Matter hashtag.
You have an off ramp. That's great.
You just dismiss.
Shouts to
You're
the
able
ticket. I
to
stole that
dismiss
from-
the whole thing.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
dismiss it. We just need the exit ramp. I say on ticket all the time. I need the exit ramp for caring. That's it right there. Now they have done more to undercut the Black Lives Matter movement than anything they did before that to help it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that's arguable, but that's a feeling. They definitely did a lot to hurt it.
Yeah.
You're
Well-
not tweeting Black Lives Matter right now.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
You think it alienates even like liberal white people that are on board with them? Like, in my opinion, conservatives are already alienated from them from a year ago.
Yeah, I think it makes it a little bit harder for liberal whites now.
Definitely the moderates. Moderates are looking at it now, and they're not going to be educated enough, a lot of them, to separate the movement from the organization. They're going to be like, oh, this organization, this whole movement is it's nonsense.
Yeah.